Welcome back to the review section of Unit 6, Poverty Defense. And to give you a quick summary of what we talked about earlier was that in Seattle there is a recent law discussion that they want to change called the Poverty Defense, just like the title says. And this would protect people of crimes of necessity. For example, stealing food, stealing things to stay warm, any of these necessities, even possibly housing, where people squat in someone's home, that would be protected or face less punishment. But there's a lot of people, business owners and normal people, who are pushing against this law, saying that this whole thing is a lose-lose situation where, yes, the people who are maybe very poor, need some food or need some clothing and items still to help themselves, it hurts businesses as well. But prosecutors normally decide not to prosecute too heavily these crimes of necessities because they understand this person maybe who stole some food to live or eat. They might not punish them. It might be a fine, community service, not prison time. Prosecutor.
Prosecutor.
Tell me a time you maybe saw someone sketchy hanging around, lingering around somewhere.
Oh my goodness. I have, sometimes when I have to go to work, we need to leave really early to get to our 7 a.m. classes.
Oh, right.
And especially in the winter, it's really dark outside. So I've had moments, especially when I lived in the Gangnam area, there'd be really drunk people still hanging around in the street. And I had a few scary moments with a few sketchy guys that saw the only woman walking down the street in the dark and like hanging around and then trying to talk and like trying to grab because they're really drunk. So yes, I've had some moments that were not fun.
I see. Sketchy.
Sketchy.
In my areas, I haven't really seen sketchy people, but in America, so many times. I can't express how many. There was perhaps the only time I was the most a little bit nervous or frightened about someone who's really sketchy was when I was in New Orleans, in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I was in the French sector, I believe they call it, and there were some very sketchy people, even at like 10 p.m.
Wow.
It felt quite nervous being in certain areas.
Yeah.
And even a police officer later at a convenience store warned me. He was like, "Hey, I see your wallet in the back pocket, move it."
Oh my
I was like,
goodness.
Really? Like, I'm used to that in America.
Yeah.
I think that when I travel, but even in America, I realized,
I can't.
somebody might rob me or steal my wallet.
Grab.
So I'm kind of on that idea about areas of the city. Do you think maybe your hometown city in South Africa would ever change a law similar to poverty defense?
It's a tricky question. I actually am not too sure. I know there's some people who really would like to help the people who are impoverished, but I know it would get a lot of backlash also. So I don't know if that would ever happen.
Yeah.
Yes. What about your hometown?
My hometown in Texas, I don't think they would. Because Texas in general is very conservative.
Right.
Even though my city has like Democrat leadership and mayor, I don't think it'll go that far.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of small businesses that make up a lot in our city. And usually they are minorities, so the minority groups don't want their cities being robbed or taken from already.
Right.
Yeah. There's no easy answer.
No, there isn't.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for the review section. We'll see you on the next one.